Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Non-Stop Wrestling and Championship Tournament for NXT's TV title. My name is the beautiful Dave Easton. I am alongside the groovy one, Matt Rhoads. Matt, good evening.
Good evening, Dave.
And, well, we have 16 tournament just announced from our NXT commissioner the other day. He's now told us a new title, and here we are.
Yeah, it'd be very cool to have a new title here on NXT. It would help maybe possibly boost some other stars that may not have gotten recognized.
And we have to say this before we go into the tournament. The controversy last night, you may notice on the bottom left-hand corner, Manic is now going to take on Bane after Morgan Wolf was released last night. Do you want to quickly say anything before we go on? Or
I wish him well in his future endeavors.
Okay, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. The 16-man tournament is up and running. We're about to start. As you can see, the bracket is in front of you. As always, like the hardcore tournament, Matt, just a few weeks ago, people are going to have to go through basically 4 matches to win this thing. Could be that fatigue sits in after a couple of matches if they're especially long ones.
Yeah, it's going to be another situation where you want to finish off your opponent really quick, get that quick finisher in there, and move on to the next round to kind of save your energy to be able to get to the final round and be able to come out the winner.
So we are just about to start. The first match is a newcomer to NXT. It is Salim. I always get this. Salim
Ismail,
that's him. And he's going to take on SmackDown co-commentator Joe Disney. So very interesting to see Joe in the ring. We've seen him a few times, Matt. We know you had your personal problems with him towards the end of season 1. Could this be the night where Joe Disney, after everything happened over this weekend, brings a second title, to the Disney Alliance?
I think Joe might have his hands full with the Bollywood star Salim. Yeah, he's pretty good, talented Indian star. So hopefully Joe can kind of find a way to beat him, and what we can see in the next round, maybe a possible Joe versus AJZ, which would be a major blow up for the Disney Alliance.
Well, let's go then. Here we go. This is your first match. Entrances are on. Obviously, if the music doesn't work, we will turn them off. Let's go. Your first match of tonight's 16-man tournament. So, looking forward to this. There's so many matches tonight, Matt. As we did the hardcore tournament a couple of weeks ago. As you see, we noticed the matches some were quick, some were long. It's going to be, as we were talking about before, you have to beat your opponent. Yeah, you have in the early rounds. You'll have to try and get them opponents out the way quickly.
Yes, you just want to take as least amount of damage as you can and try and reserve any energy for the final round, where you need to make that final push to get that title.
Well, we are just about to go in the first match, and here is the Bollywood superstar, the new superstar signed in the off-season. Matt, do you know anything about this guy?
I haven't really seen much of him. I mean, I don't get to travel to the Middle East too much, so it'd be interesting to see what he can bring to the NXT roster.
And one of many Indian superstars coming over. We obviously have Jinder Mahal from the 3-man band on NXT. Could we see a possible rivalry there?
Maybe. There might be even some back history between those two.
And well, he's going to, as we see, have his work cut out for him tonight in Joe Disney. No managers allowed at ringside, so it should be as very interesting, very fair contest, Matt, as we go on through the night.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting tournament. It's very interesting to see this new title being brought in, and like I said, hopefully it can help bring some new talent to the flourish, and maybe they can make their roster spot challenge and get onto a main roster.
And just to be told, man, this title does not count towards going into the main roster. That I've just been told that in my earphone. It does not count towards you getting a main roster spot challenge. So what do you think about that? That's going to be very interesting.
And it might tarnish the title. It might actually make people not really want to go after this title, then they can't get it off the show. I mean, that's one of the whole prospects of being on NXT, is to prove your worth and win that title and show that you can move on. So hopefully the board will kind of look into that and maybe make a reprimandum and change that.
But also rumours going around, Matt, that a lot of NSW, the commission of NSW, are talking about NXT becoming possibly a 3rd brand. Would you think that's a good idea?
I don't know if you want to actually make a brand out of a bunch of rookies that are just coming in, so I don't know. I think they should still keep it as our training grounds to bring up new talent, but we'll see how things go throughout this season.
Well, here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. The first match, Joe Disney, very popular in, well, with the fans of the NSW universe, sorry, and a lot of people, but he doesn't really seem to care about them a lot.
Joe's pretty much out for himself, and I know he's been really thirsting to get a hold of a title, so.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be underway in our first match of this evening. You're watching One Night Only NXT TV 16-man tournament for the TV title. And we are just about to go here, ladies and gentlemen. And we are underway. Salim Ismail countered very early, and Joe on the offense. Maybe Matt, rumours that he has been training with AJZ over the off-season could come to help him even win this tournament.
Yeah, it could come back to bite AJ in the back by training him and showing him some of his moves that if they do fight in the second round, I might have to give the advantage to Joe there.
But of course, a lot of Indian wrestlers coming up in through the system. As you see, this one we were very happy to get Salim in to NXT, and just think if he does make a big splash, maybe gets the title, goes on to one of the main shows, what that could do for us as the Indian market, bringing wrestlers in from there.
Yeah, it could definitely open up NSW to a worldwide to possibly international basis to have more stars coming in.
And kick there as again, just nice tackle by Joe, taking him off, and a cover. A bit of cheating already from Joe, but a one count. As there you go, Matt. The cheating coming into play straight away from Joe.
Yeah, I kind of can see a lot of cheating coming from both sides of this match.
Well, as you can see here, both men trying to figure each other out early on. Another good reversal from Joe into the corner. What is Joe planning to do here? Oh, nice DDT off the middle rope. Joe looking to, as you see, put him away. Nice arm drag takeover. You have to say, Joe has vastly improved, Matt. And this one is over. Wow. Yeah. Just like that.
Joe really had him scouted, and he must have found a weakness that nobody else might have saw. So, be interesting to see how Joe's going to do tonight.
And there we go, Joe Disney, ladies and gentlemen. Well, as we say, could it be the Disney Alliance's night? And could they really be ruling the roost over NXT? Disney moves on, and after a quick opening match, and as you can see on the floor, it looks like Salim may have a bit of an arm injury there, Matt. Maybe you were right. Maybe Joe managed to see something that we didn't.
Yeah, it looks like he really went to work on that arm, and that was the weak point.
So there you go. Joe Disney moves on. Ladies and gentlemen, what an opening contest that is. And we will go on to the next match in the tournament. Well, if it's going to be like, what a win for Joe, Matt, you've got to say, AJZ watching in the back will be very happy with that.
Yeah, it'd be very interesting what him and Adrian Neville and Jess do in this next matchup.
Indeed. The amazing Jess is the son of commentator Jess Oakland. So it's going to be interesting to see how Jess gets on in this one. We've seen him in the hardcore tournament a couple of weeks back. This is really his chance to show the NXT universe what he's made of.
I'm kind of hoping to see what Jess can actually bring to NXT, and maybe possibly to see Joe versus Jess match.
But you can't count out Adrian Neville, Matt, former NXT Tag Team Champion, and a lot of people are saying that this Adrian Neville could go on a singles run in Season 2.
Yeah, it's kind of hard though once you start as a tag team person to kind of break away and not being able to not rely on that tag team partner being there and to run the match yourself. So it'll be interesting to see if he can actually do a match by himself and be able to come out the winner.
Indeed. Let's just see then, as we're waiting for the competitors to come out for match number 2. And here is Adrian Neville, as I say, former tag team champion here with Oliver Gray in NXT. Many people surprised he actually got into this tournament, but I'm sure Neville will want to prove everyone wrong here, Matt.
Yeah, like I said, coming from tag team division, it's going to be tough to get into the singles, but he certainly has a lot of tools in his trade to make the win here tonight.
Indeed, and Joe Disney, of course, will now know his opponent for the next round after this contest, so it should be very, very interesting. And Adrian Neville, Matt, a big high, but really these two next competitors are two high flyers, so it should be a very interesting matchup.
Yeah, very high paced and a lot of action, so get ready and hold on to your seats, fans.
We are just waiting for Jess to come down. Let's listen to Jess's entrance and then we'll come back and start the match.
I am an Okerlund, and the world needs me.
So,
yes, ladies and gentlemen, he is an Okerlund.
he is indeed, and a lot of things we know. Me and Jess has been talking off screen that about his son coming into NXT. Merely, this has got to be the time when he steps up and shows us what he's all about.
Yeah, hopefully, me and Gene has passed down, or me and Jess has passed down all of his former knowledge to his son, and his son can pull off the victory tonight.
And well, you can see Jess, excuse me, is indeed looking to go far in this tournament. So we will see here with the high flying, as you can see already, Jess trying to stop Adrian Neville with the kicks, but look at that, Neville coming back with one of his own.
Very, very good comeback there.
And then Jess managing to block the kick, going for an early cover, only gets a one. And look at this, the high flying. That is what we're talking about, Matt, in this. Both competitors really big high flyers.
Yeah, nice rollover sunset flip there from Jess.
And again, look at this. And now on Neville's turn to say, look, whatever you can do, I can do better.
Yeah, we said this was going to be fast-paced, high-paced action, and they're definitely bringing it to each other tonight.
And Neville, look at that nice dropkick right to the side of the face. And Jess needs to regroup here. As we've seen in the first match, this matches can end, especially in these tournaments, can end very, very quickly. Neville now getting Jess really where he needs him on the ground here, and a nice kick to the back. Both competitors, Matt, you can see early on, being very ruthless.
Yeah, it looks like Adrian Neville's really working on the head and neck area and trying to take Jess out.
Well, look at this. He could be setting him up for the finishing maneuver. The diving. Oh no, he hasn't. He's fooled us all. He went in for the cover, got a 2. I thought he was going to set him up, but maybe just a bit too early in the match. As I say, Neville likes to go to that top rope to finish opponents off. Oh, Jess though caught him. Nice power bomb by Jess. But Neville coming straight back off this one. Oh, and you have to see him. Look at this, man. Could Adrian Neville? He got him.
2.
And there you go. Jess. Well, Adrian Neville, you have to give the props to him. Comes up big in the match.
Yeah, quite impressive going from being a tag team wrestler into singles to pull off a victory like that. It's very impressive. That move was phenomenal.
Indeed. And, well, there you go. Adrian Neville, Joe Disney is in the next round. We'll leave you with a bit of the replays and show you that match. And you've got to say, Matt, what a way to finish him off with a great pinning combination.
Yeah, it was pretty spectacular. Nice flip over there and into the pin combination.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Newcastle's own Adrian Neville. So Adrian Neville moves on in the tournament, and we'll be getting ready for the next match on the left side of the draw in tonight's tournament. Who is going to be crowned the first NXT TV champion? Next up, Scott Thunder and Bo Dallas. Bo we know from the first from season 1, Matt. Teamed with Jack Swagger for a few times. Scott Thunder, a part of a new tag team called Bros in the Hood.
Yeah, it'd be very interesting to see what the new Thunder of NXT will do.
Well, indeed, yourself were called Thunder in NXT for season 1. Nice to see someone else coming in here, but as he likes to be called Thunder, but many people know him on the independent scene as Scott Thunder. Are you hoping for big things from this guy?
Yeah, I mean, he's got the build for it, so hopefully we can see some nice action from him. And I mean, for a tall kid that he is, he's able to fly. So be interesting to see what he can bring to the table.
Okay, let's go through the entrances and then we will start match number 3.
I see there's a hashtag from a Sunshine saying Neville's the real British future.
Well, of course, we all know what's happened with the future, British future. We all know what over the last few days. But let's talk a little bit about this guy, Matt. Scott Thunder has really said he's here to make a big impact on both the tag team and the singles division. So really bigging himself up. This could really backfire, or he could indeed back his words up and go all the way tonight.
Well, he seems like he's got the cockiness attitude for it, so hopefully he can keep that cockiness and it can help boost him into the main event and he can move into the next round.
And also, you've got to think, Matt, a lot of these competitors tonight will have one eye, even if they go far in this tournament, are looking at AJZ's title and are looking at trying to get a shot at him come the first episode of NXT, which starts in just a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and this could help the board kind of come up with an idea of where the rankings are for some of these new superstars that have started coming in.
Indeed, a lot of new superstars for season 2. We're going to see a few of them tonight, as we've seen some already. Indeed, when season 2 looking to be very, very interesting indeed. Let's just see how Scott Thunder gets on in this one. His opponent for this match, Bo Dallas, as we see, have already teamed with Jack Swagger a few times. So let's see how he gets on in this one.
Yeah, he did pretty good last year in his singles attempts a couple times, so it'll be very interesting to see if he can get on the winning track and either claim this title or possibly go against AJZ to take the heavyweight title to possibly make it onto a roster spot.
We already have, just going back to the last match, we've already had Jess already has tweeted out saying hashtag back to the drawing board. Not a good night for Jess, but as I say, I'm sure a lot is to come of Jess in the season 2, which, as I say, starts in a few weeks. As I say, we will obviously like the chat. Obviously, if you continue with your comments, we will read them out through the night. Obviously, if you're on the NSW app, that's the best way to communicate with us during the tournament. Make sure you tell us all keep them clean. Obviously, if you do, you've got more chance of them being read out on air. And I'm sure we'll do it between matches when we wait for the competitors to come out. So, Matt, what do you think about this? What do you think about Bo Dallas' chances in this one?
It could be pretty good. I mean, he's fighting a newcomer in Scott Thunder, so there's a possibility that the veteran might actually be able to find the way to win.
Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Thunder versus Bo Dallas. And indeed, no managers at ringside, so as you say, Matt, very even. Just thinking, if there could have been managers at ringside for both these competitors, if Jack Swagger and the Bros in the Hood were out here. So it's going to be very interesting to see who's the better man just one-on-one.
Yeah, I think that's what the board wanted this match to kind of turn out to be. They wanted to make sure that everyone made sure that to stay out, and we had a clear-cut decision and a winner for this title.
And Bo Dallas, nice block there, taking Thunder off his feet. Again, Thunder needs to show the board, as we're talking about, just why he wants to make an impact here on NXT for season 2. Look at this, nice suplex by Bo Dallas, taking him over. And then the shots to the head. This is the aggressive side that a lot of people have wanted to see out of Bo Dallas, Matt. And maybe this is the tournament to show it.
It's the TV title, so it's basically you're going to be there to represent the show every time they have a TV taping. So I need to be able to be on par every night to keep that title going.
As Thunder now taking over Bo Dallas, can we be looking at a quick victory in this one? What's he going to plan here? What is this? The leap on the stamp to the back of the head. Well, that could be the end for Bo Dallas. The stamp right to the back of the head. Has Thunder got enough to get the 3? Yes, he has. And well, there you have it, Matt. Thunder advances on. A very impressive finish.
Very good for him. I'm impressed to see that someone is carrying on the name of Thunder in NXT, and hopefully he can do well in this tournament.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. A big win for the newcomer. Scott Thunder picks up the win. He will advance to the quarterfinals. So we've got to say, Matt, got to be impressed, especially with that finishing move. Nice. It's just a stomp to the back of the head, and that was it. And Bo Dallas was out.
Yeah, they must have caught him like right behind the ear and knocked him right out as soon as he hit the mat.
Very, very impressed with Scott Thunder. We'll see him move on, and we will see him in the quarterfinals. So there you go. Let's move on for the next quarterfinal. Just while we do that, Matt, I don't know if you want to go through some of the comments that are coming through on the chat.
Will Bisbing go all the way in this tournament? One person asked, I see.
Yeah, Bisping coming up, our production manager, former commentator as well. Oliver Bisping is going to take on Zack Ryder, as you can see right in the right-hand side of the draw. Anything else?
I also see the Alliance will crumble in 2014.
No, Joe's already in the quarterfinals. Maybe, especially if he wins this tonight, maybe the Alliance getting stronger.
Could be. I could see Joe possibly maybe even looking for more talent to kind of manage on possibly either Raw or SmackDown. So I know him and Travis Soul are pretty tight on SmackDown. So who knows? Maybe he could be the future manager of Travis Soul.
Well, let's move on to the next one. This was due to being Morgan Wolf versus Manic, obviously due to the controversy that's happened over the weekend. Bane, another newcomer, it's not to be confused with the Bane of Season 1, is coming in, and he is going to take over as the competitor. What do you think about this matchup?
It'd be an interesting task for Bane to go up against Manic. It's kind of hard to judge what Manic's going to do, not being able to see his face behind that mask. So be very interesting to see if Bane just goes all out brawling against him, or he actually tries to kind of stay toe to toe in the technical skills and mat wrestle with him.
And remember, AGZ will know all about Manic after they fought in the tournament final on the last episode of Season 1. So really for Manic, it's a chance to get some match practice back in again. Maybe to go for AGZ. Even if he does have the television title, maybe he's still after AGZ.
Very possible. I'll have to see in future weeks to come.
And let's just see what Bane has to offer. We've heard a lot about this guy, Matt. I've heard a lot of people in the back saying that he was very unlucky not to get a place in the tournament originally. Now coming in, he can now really come in as the wild card, under the radar, and may go all the way.
Yeah, it's a dark horse kind of situation with him. I mean, no one really thought he was going to make it in the tournament, and he thought he was good enough to be in there, and I guess he pled his case and got his way in there, so we'll see what happens.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Being in the ring, ready, it looks ready for action. Let's see what will come in this one. The last side of the left-hand side of the draw, the last opening round of matchups. Let's see how it goes with Manic in this one. What kind of frame of mind will this guy be in?
It's very interesting to see what Manic's going to bring. I mean, it's kind of his style of match, though. I think he's going to be able to keep the high pace and fast action going.
And of course, Manic, haven't heard much of him on the off-season. Haven't seen much of him in action. Maybe that could be to play to his advantage, with many of the NXT competitors not knowing what to expect, especially as he came in late at the end of Season 1.
Yeah, I know Jess was kind of trying to work with Manic to try and, I guess, either manage him or try and learn from him. So I don't know if any of that can help out Manic in this process, or if that might hinder him. Well,
let's find out in the fourth match tonight. And, well, you've got to say, Mike, so far, 3 matches down. Pretty, not average matches, not very long matches. So them competitors will be very happy, and I'm sure, looking from this side of the draw, They'll be Thunder will be hoping that this goes a very long time.
Yeah, I don't know if this match is going to go too long. I think Bane's going to look to finish it quick, though.
And could you imagine though, Matt, if Bane does get the win, it is going to be quite a coup. As Manic, as I say, former number one contender for the NXT title. If he manages to knock him off quite early here, we've been talking about it already. Especially the board of NXT commissioners going to be looking at this, thinking, "Hey, this Bane could be a new number one contender for the NXT title."
Could possibly. I mean, this would definitely be a step up for anyone that has the title, to get a spotlight shine on them, to possibly give them a chance to go after the NXT Championship title.
Look at this nice hip toss over by Manic, scouted very well, and a couple of shots there in here. And again, Manic is a high flyer here, being more, we've been told, a bit more of like a ground and pound competitor, but Manic showing he can brawl as well.
Yeah, Bane's actually turning around here and starting to take it to Manic with a couple of brawling blows.
And look at this, on the ground now, Manic doing the best thing though, trying to keep Bane off his feet, and then, just as I say that, look, well, what's he got planned here? Oh, and it sort of a reverse DDT kind of combo, and that could be it. I think Bane is out.
Yeah, I don't see him moving.
No, my goodness.
Nice kick out.
Yeah, and Manic all of a sudden though, up, oh, and right down across the gut of Bane, the gut buster. That surely is going to be enough to put Bane away this time.
Yeah, stick a fork in him, he is done.
Indeed, and Manic moves on. It'll be Manic and Thunder in the quarter-final. And well, you have to say Manic did very well, very impressive in that win.
Very impressive. I can see him possibly making it into the final round and into the main event and be in the semifinals against the other side of the bracket.
Well, we've seen 4 competitors now move on, Matt. Out of the 4, who has impressed you the most?
I'd have to say Manic was pretty impressive in that win. But you have to give it to maybe Scott Thunder coming in as a rookie and being able to pull off a win.
Well, what is the chat thing? If you're in the NSW app, of course, give us what you think of the first 4 matches. Who do you think's impressed you the most? And we'll obviously read them out as we go through, see what you guys think as we head into the right-hand side of the draw. Anything you've seen from the NSW app, Matt, that has took your attention while we're going through waiting for the next match?
Just seen, I saw a hashtag, "Hey guys, it's Manic." Oh, looks like a person's backing in the Manic's possible run in this championship tournament.
Well, we can see from the draw, it is for on the left-hand side, Joe Disney, Adrian Neville, Thunder, Manic. Them are your 2 quarter-final matches from that side. Let's now move on to the other side of the draw, and a very interesting match coming up. Another Bro in the Hood member here, JP3. He's going to take on Kofi Kingston.
It'd be a very, very interesting match. I haven't seen much of JP3 recently, so it'll be interesting to see what he does against Kofi Kingston in this match.
And Kofi Kingston, a lot of people have said, underperformed in Season 1. Now, a big chance to at least get a good run here and start Season 2 off with a bang.
Yeah, hopefully Kofi can get out of the blocks, because Season 1 really didn't help him out too much.
And we now know the first lot of 4 members into the quarterfinals. Just think, for someone like, as we see, Kofi Kingston, desperately needing a run here in NXT, if you can take the TV title, big boost. And I'm sure from the comments we've heard tonight, from the chat as well, just looking at some of them, maybe the TV title could indeed be a stepping stone towards the NXT title. Maybe you were saying before, maybe the board have to look at that. Who knows, maybe every few weeks they could cash it in on an NXT title shot.
That could possibly work as maybe their #1 contender title.
Anything is possible here in NSW as we welcome JP3, John Philip III, I do believe.
Yep, John Phillips III.
So let's see how he comes on in this one. Another newcomer again, as you say, a lot of them here tonight, Matt. Let's see how he gets on in this one. But as I say, competitor like Kofi Kingston standing, not going to be easy for JP3.
It's going to be a tough test to see what he can do against Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston's kind of a seasoned veteran here in NXT, having a couple of wins under his belt from last season. So, be interesting to see if maybe John Phillip III can kind of pull out the upset victory over Kofi for this season's victory.
And I don't know if you noticed, Matt, but the crowd that's the biggest pop we've heard tonight. Kofi is very, very over with this crowd.
It seems like he might be the fan favorite for this one.
A lot of people in Kofi Kingston's corner. This could be a very interesting match. As well, again, I would say this is another really high flyer matchup. A lot of high flyers in this tournament.
I don't know if I would see John Phillip III going more high fly. I think he might be more of a technical kind of wrestler. Might want to take it to the ground and kind of wear down his opponent.
And of course, that would be a very good idea, especially against someone like Kofi Kingston, who's very, very agile.
Yeah, I would look for John Phillips possibly to go for maybe one of the legs of Kofi, or possibly take out one of the arms to kind of keep him at a bay.
Well, look at that starting off already. Very big power move. JP, don't be fooled, guys, by the appearance. This guy has done it all on the independence scene. We're very lucky to get him into our organisation, especially in NXT, and to show what he can do. And again, out of the blocks straight away, JP3 in control.
Yeah, I was hearing a lot of talent was wanting to come into NXT, and like after last year's seasons and how the season ended. There's a lot of talent wanting to make their name in NXT, and there were so many that we actually had to turn away quite a few that were really good talent that really want to make a name for themselves. So hopefully, maybe somebody will move up and we'll get a chance to bring in some new ones and get to see some more talent come into NXT.
Indeed, and you have to say this one could be over already. As 2 and 3 quarters there, and somehow Kofi, who has not got out the block so far at all, and look at this, that looks like it'd be a death grip kind of thing on Kofi here.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for maybe like a claw submission.
And you've got to see, Kofi has not got any offense in this match so far, and you have to see, I have been so impressed with JP3 so far in this match.
He's showing a bit of a ruthless slide here. He's trying to end this match.
He's out.
Quick.
He's out. He got him.
It looks like he put Kofi out into pasture.
The referee has called for the bell, and that from there, I'm sorry for being a little bit stunned, Matt, but I would have to say JP3, the most impressive person so far in this tournament.
Yeah, I think right there everyone saw that DDT pretty much knocked him out. I think that was just instinct there, and then when he put this claw hold in it, that just spelled the end for Kofi.
And that is it, Kofi Kingston. My goodness, we built him up before the match, never got out of the blocks, and well, JP3, I would have to say, Matt, you're looking at the new favourite right there.
Most definitely. It's going to be interesting to see with all three of the Bros in the Hoods in this tournament. Is there a possibility that they might have to go against each other?
Well, indeed, it would have to be the case if that is what's going to happen here. Very, very surprised, especially after that result. Didn't expect Kofi to be out of it that bad, but there you go, ladies and gentlemen. And JP3 is your winner, and he now moves on. Anything from the chat? As we do, we'll go between matches. We'll go to the chat. Anything that stuck your eye in the NSW app so far, Matt?
Looking over, I'm not really seeing much. It's still a lot of chat between other people trying to talk about different titles that they want to see possibly make it to into NSW.
Well, coming up next, Matt, look at this. We could see two Bros in the Hood go against each other in the quarterfinals. We were just talking about it there, and now Vinny Virgo is going to take on Draco Child.
It'd be very interesting to see what this newcomer Draco Child can bring to the NXT roster, and see what Vinny Vigo might be about. I mean, they're both newcomers to NXT, so we'll have to kind of sit back and just kind of enjoy this match for what it is.
Yeah, indeed. Not much known about this Draco Child, Matt. We've tried to get words with him in the back, and yet not being able to get an interview or not even get any words in at all.
Yeah, some wrestlers kind of just want to keep to themselves, and you never know.
Well, we will find out in this one. Very, very interesting matchup indeed. And as we see, possibility Bros in the Hood against each other in the quarterfinals. Wow, what a matchup that will be in the quarterfinals if we do get it.
Yeah, it'd be very interesting to see how Vinny Vigo and JP3 might work that out.
And really, do you know anything? Have you heard anything about this character, Vinny Vigo?
Yeah, he seems to be a kind of a partier. He might be kind of up the groovy one's alley, it seems.
Well, we know about you and certain chick magnets on Raw. Could this be? We'll be looking at some party nights here in NXT for Vinny Vigo, Bros in the Hood. Maybe, as you say, up your alley. You never know. We could be seeing a bit of an alliance there.
Yeah, maybe Vinny Vigo can possibly get himself a roster spot challenge with maybe a tag team partner and come on up to the Raw roster and come up and party with the Chick Magnus and the Groovy one after the Raw TV show.
Well, we are ready to go for the next match here in the first round of the tournament. Let's find out how this one goes. So we are ready for our next competitor to come to ringside. And he is a Draco Child. Well, and he, as I say, I know nothing about this guy. Have you managed to speak to him at all, Matt?
No, I didn't even know he was going to be in this tournament until just tonight, so it'll be interesting to see what happens in this match for him.
Well, we do know he comes from England, another English competitor here in NXT. Let's find out what happens as JP3 awaits the winner of this one.
Looks like he wants to be called DC by looks on his trunks.
Yeah, indeed. We will hopefully find out some more about him before we get into season 2 of NXT. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Are we going to have a Bro in the Hood all quarter final matchup, or are we going to have Draco Child going to show us some moves here? Nice swinging neck breaker early on.
It's not looking good so far for Draco.
And look at this, a nice takeover. You've got to see the Bros in the Hood, very impressive so far, Matt. You've got to see this could be a very powerful group here in NXT.
Yeah, it could definitely rival the tag team of the 3MBs, possibly.
Well, and also you've got to remember the Disney Alliance.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Disney Alliance kind of is in turmoil right now, so hopefully Joe can get his guys under order and maybe turn the thing around and bring in some new talent into his own division, or his own stable.
Well, here is Vinny Vigo in control now, as Draco Child then reverses and a nice swinging neck breaker of his own. There's a lot of people trying to make impressions here in season 2. What is he doing here? I think it's just a few kicks to the to the side there, Matt. Really not going to do. Doesn't look like he's going to do that much damage with this. Certainly will into the ropes. Oh, but a nice reversal for Vigo. Another reversal, but this time by Draco Child. And then, oh, look at that, Matt. As you see, that's one way of stopping someone.
Yep, take out the eye and they won't be able to see what's coming next.
And a nice slam by Draco Child takes him down. Yeah. Again, he's going to try him into the corner. Oh, hard whip into the corner. You have to say, very impressive so far by both men. Oh, the powerbomb. Look at this. Pinning combination. He got him. Oh, wow.
Very impressive win for Draco Child.
Well, there you go, man. And you have to say, a lot of the stops coming out here tonight and showing exactly what they have to offer. That was very impressive.
And I'm sure that helps JP3 kind of do a sigh of relief, not having to face his teammate, and now he can look on to facing Draco and kind of scouting that last match to see where he can find the weakness.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Draco Child moves on. He is going to take on JP3. Well, there you go. Matt, it's going to be a very interesting quarter-final matchup.
Yeah, very interesting to see which one of these 8 competitors at the end will come out the victor.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Draco Child is your winner. We're going to move on to our next first round match. And this is going to be a certain Oliver Bisping in this one, Matt.
Yeah, it'd be very interesting to see how our former production producer or manager or whatever he was back there, whatever title we tried to give him, see how he can do as a wrestler this year.
And a lot of people have been laughing at the idea that he's in NXT, but you don't want to really back against what we've seen tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the underdogs can surprise you. I mean, it just takes 3 seconds for someone to get their shoulders pinned to the mat, so anyone can get lucky in a spur of the moment.
And Zack Ryder, no stranger to titles. He held the tag team title last season, but this, hoping now to go on a singles run, could be very interesting to see who comes out on top. But especially these two. Many people have said, Matt, these two don't take it too serious. It may hinder them in this tournament.
Well, you never know. It all depends on how you kind of can work your own kind of maneuvers into your repertoire to win the match.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is our second to last first round match. And here comes Oliver Bisping.
Looks quite happy and ready to go.
Yeah, as you see, he looks like he is ready and raring to go for this one. But as you say, do you think that it may cost him that he seems to not be taking it that serious?
No, like I said, I mean, I've been around the wrestling industry for a long while, and I've watched a lot of matches, and I've seen some unorthodox characters come in and have no real good wrestling skills, but were able to pull off victories in surprising ways.
Well, could you just imagine if he can get his career as a singles wrestler off and running by winning this one?
Yeah, could you imagine if he becomes a TV champion, how much we'd have to listen to him go on and on about it backstage?
Yeah, indeed. And don't forget, Matt, he's still trying to push for a career as a commentator as well. Could you imagine if he wins a title, what we would have to put up with?
Yeah, it might be just as bad as the Mundo when he was going on about how he was one half the tag team champions.
Oh my goodness, don't even let me get started about him. My God, but here's Zack Ryder, new Hex cut to know. Will he be focused enough to go on a singles run here at NXT, Matt? This is going to be a very interesting way to find out, especially what an interesting matchup for these two.
Yeah, it looks like someone might have hit the hair gel for Zack Ryder there. Kind of got the flat down do going on.
Well, we will find out. It is Zack Ryder, it is Bisping, it is coming up next. So here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Bisping versus Zack Ryder. And well, we've already seen Joe Disney go through. Matt, can Bisping continue the trend for commentators here in NXT?
It's possible. I mean, he's been around and been backstage and kind of learned the ins and outs and saw how things are done around here. So there's possibility that he might be able to pull out the victory. And like I said, stranger things have happened.
Well, I don't know if you've heard this, Matt, but I've heard that Bisping has been watching a lot of the wrestlers, trying to copy their moves, trying to really just go and, what can I say, not sort of develop his own style, but try and copy a lot of other people's styles. Maybe that could give him a bit of advantage if he's trying to learn off everyone.
Yeah, could develop a really unique style of learning other people's moves and being able to copy them. Could be interesting.
Bisping, look at this, just taking over, nice shot to Ryder. You've got to give credit to the minute he's holding his own. But I think if you're going to really rile up Zack Ryder, it could come back to haunt you. Well, look at this continuing on. Zack Ryder. Oh, Zack Ryder. Anyone, even Zack Ryder, can do a Russian leg sweep, and he hits it with perfection. And as he comes in here, nice, but Ryder looking to put away Bisping here. Oh, drops him down, and Matt, I think this could be it for Bisping.
Yeah, that might not be good.
And it
Two,
is, and Zack Ryder has picked up the win, and he will move on to the next round.
very interesting match there. I'm pretty surprised that we didn't see much more from Oliver.
And well, the first round matchup, Zack Ryder, you may have to just think, many people may say it was a deserved victory, but you can say you've always got to beat who's put in front of you, Matt, and he did beat Bisping, and he's into the quarterfinals.
And go back and get ready to see who his next opponent will be in this next matchup.
So your winner, Zack Ryder, and as always, you've got to make sure he is going to be on the lookout for the next match. DM West, Heath Slater is your last first round matchup. And as you can see there, Zack Ryder telling his fans to comb his hair, spike his hair, something like that. I don't know these lines from the wrestlers. Anyway, let's move on. DM West, Heath Slater, before I dig myself into a bigger hole, Matt. Again, a new wrestler, DM West, Heath Slater from the three-man band, former NXT champion. So this could be a very interesting matchup indeed.
Yeah, I expect to see some good things from DM West. I got to see some of his independent matches earlier, and he definitely looks like he's on his way to being a very improved talent to be here on NXT.
Well, we are ready to go. Thank you very much if you're watching us tonight live on our Twitch TV channel. Me and Matt appreciate a lot that you are supporting us here in NSW. If you haven't liked us already, please do by following us on Twitch. Also, do look below the stream. You will see an array of things that we do here, YouTube or Twitter. Make sure you follow us on all platforms to make sure you get up-to-date news with NSW. And after this weekend, Matt, I'm sure a lot of them will want to do that, especially after what happened last night, especially with NXT.
Yeah, it'd be very impressive to see what's going to happen throughout the next season that's coming up here for NXT and for all of the shows here at NSW.
And remember, we are just, 13 days away now from the start of Season 2.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be a raucous and rambunctious year to see what happens for NSW and where we can go from here.
Well, remember to stay tuned for over the next 13 days for news of the show's Raw main event, which SmackDown and NXT, and DM West making his way to the ring.
And it looks like the chat is mostly in favor of DM West coming out the winner in this match, so it'll be very interesting to see if the chat can actually pick the right winner in this one.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. But you can't count out this next person, Matt. The member of the 3MB, former NXT champion, Heath Slater. And a new look.
Yeah, you can't count out Heath Slater. He's a veteran from last season, and he's, I'm sure, ready to show that he can move to the next level. So, hope to see what next season has in store for him.
And Heath looks to be, look at this new look for Heath Slater, and also just showing the moves of the three-man band. I'm sure Heath will be ready to go in this one.
Be very interesting to see what happens.
So Heath Slater coming to ringside, getting ready for this. The last first round matchup, Matt, I'm sure after this match we'll go through the 8 competitors left, and we'll see if you still pick who you'll pick to who could win this, and we'll also get the chat involved as well. But Heath Slater, ladies and gentlemen, DM West is your last first round matchup.
Looks like he's ready to rock and roll tonight.
Indeed he is, Matt. Let's get this one underway, and well, could be very interesting. DM West has really bigged himself up over the last few weeks, and nothing really bigger than Heath Slater, former champion.
Yeah, this would be a good test for DM West going up against a high caliber talent like Heath Slater.
Oh, a nice kick. Slater, as you see, Slater has all this this band thing, Matt, but you've got to say, in the ring, he can get the job done.
Yeah, tag team or singles, he's a very good competitor in ring and out of ring.
Well, Slater into the lockup. Who's going to get the best of this? Slater comes round. Slater, even Heath Slater, Matt, can do a Russian leg sweep. Hits it to perfection and then misses with a corkscrew. DM West has got a big chance here. He needs to take advantage.
Yeah, it looks like he's looking to capitalize here.
Oh, but Heath Slater says none of that. And again he went for a splash which he missed. And again, this could cost Slater in the long run.
Yeah, I think those two splashes might have taken a lot out of him. He looks like he's kind of slowing down there.
And look at this. Turns around. DM West, nice kick into the midsection. Now he's going to try and do this again. Hits the drop kick perfectly that time. And again, Slater caught with a swinging neck breaker. And DM West has him down into the cover. Is this enough to put Heath Slater away? Yes, it is. And well, there you go. DM West advances to the next round, and he will make up the last of the 8 men in the tournament.
Yeah, it's a very quick match, and it's what you need to do. And I think DM West has been paying attention to all the other matches and listening to what we've been talking about, and went out there and quickly knocked off Heath Slater and moved on to the next round.
And a big win for the newcomer DM West, and I'm sure he was now going to pump himself up after disposing of a former NXT champion. Zack Ryder waits for him in the next round. Big win, DM West, your last first round winner. So Matt, we're going to take a little break from the tournament. We've now seen all matches from the first round. Why don't you tell the fans who you think could actually win this?
Out of the 8 remaining members, gonna have to either go with DM West, JP3, or Thunder.
Well, there you go.
I think those 3 really have the kind of edge in this tournament to kind of overtake their rankings and maybe move on to the finals. So, be very interesting to see if JP3 and DM West could be in the semifinals to see who can go on to the finals and take on possibly Thunder, who I could see coming from the left side of the bracket.
Well, indeed. What about the chat, Matt? We'll keep an eye on this as we go through. Anything from that last bit of that last matchup that just took your eye?
It was just a very quick and impressive win for DM West to go out there and put away Heath Slater and not take a lot of damage and saved his energy so he could possibly quick get through Zack Ryder and be ready for the semi-final match and have a lot of energy saved up for the finals.
And looking through the chat as well, Matt, a lot of people split on who's going to win this, but a lot of support for Joe Disney.
Yeah, a lot of people are kind of rooting for Joe Disney to come out the victor in this match, but I think he's going to have a tough time going against Adrian Neville.
Well, let's find out, Matt, because the quarterfinals start right now. And it is Joe Disney and Adrian Neville to kick us off. And remember, these men have already went through one match. Depending how these matches could get quicker and quicker, as we've seen with the hardcore rules. But a bit different though, Matt, as you say, disqualifications and everything else on this one. So I expect the matches not to be as fast as the hardcore tournament was.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how long these matches can actually go. I mean, the guys in the match actually probably want to finish it quick as possible, but you never know. It takes a while to kind of wear down an opponent sometimes and find that right victory.
So let's find out. Can Joe, who's really now the only NSW guy left from the commentating side after Bisping went out, can Joe Disney continue really for the commentators? Can he now continue on and win this whole thing?
Be very hoping to, like I said, I want to see either Thunder or possibly DM West in the finals.
Well, your opening quarter-final matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Disney on the way to the ring for the second time tonight. A lot of people have some really, just as we're saying, man, a lot of people saying stuff like Disney needs to go back to Disneyland, and a lot of people now going for the side of his opponent, Adrian Neville. So a very split crowd in the chat there tonight.
Yeah, this is definitely the match I think people are kind of sitting on end to watch to see if Joe can keep this win streak going and make it to the finals.
And I was saying in the first match, Matt, that the crowd was sort of on Joe's side, but now if you listen, the sort of crowd was sort of turned on him a bit after that first match.
Well, there are some fans can be very fickle and kind of turn their backs on talent, but you'll never know.
Well, Joe Disney is in the ring and he is waiting. The man from Newcastle, England, Adrian Neville, one half of the British Ambition in NXT, is his opponent for the next one. Let's find out what is going to happen in this one. And Adrian Neville beat Jess in the first round, so really has already shown you what he's worth, Matt. And really, I was saying in the beginning, you were saying in the last match as well, can he really go from being a tag team wrestler to a singles wrestler? Very impressive in the opening round, beats Disney, he's in the semi-finals with a big chance of winning this tournament.
Yeah, I was very impressed with how he kind of shed off the tag team mystique that I kind of laid on him and proved me wrong, and went out there and ended Jess's run at the title for tonight and moved on himself, and hopefully he can keep that momentum rolling.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your first quarter-final matchup in the NXT TV title tournament is just about to get underway. Fans here in the NXT arena on the edge of their seats, all as they have been all night. And Matt, let's see who gets the early advantage.
Yeah, I'd look for Joe to possibly get the upper hand in this match. He likes to kind of fight dirty sometimes, so.
And he really needs to keep Adrian Neville off, really needs to take him off his feet, especially as such a high flyer that Adrian Neville is. Look at this, just as I say it, Neville to the top. Oh, and a nice splash across across Joe Disney, and another one. Disney in a lot of trouble early on. And
He's definitely got Joe reeling here.
But is he going to take advantage? Look at this, picks him up, power bomb into the cover. Is that enough to put Disney away? It is. He got him. And
yeah, I don't know if Disney knew what was going on.
I think Joe hit his head really bad at the end. And Adrian Neville, impressive. And he now moves on to the next round. Big win for Adrian Neville. And that does mean, Matt, no second title for the Disney Alliance.
Yep, Joe will have to wait till the season starts to possibly get a shot at the winner of tonight's tournament, possibly.
And Adrian Neville moves on. He will be looking on as the opponent of the semi-final will now be the winner of the next match, which is between Thunder and Manic. This match coming up, Matt, should be very, very impressive and one to watch.
I just saw a funny comment come in from a fan called Cosmo Dave. Joe Disney is called Steamboat Willie in WCW. A very good one.
Well, there you go. Let's move on to the next quarter-final matchup. Should be very impressive indeed. As we say, this is one that, looking on the first round matchups, it could be match of the night contender. Well, we are waiting. Sorry, Matt.
Here we go with Thunder and Manic. This will be a very interesting match. I mean, Thunder kind of surprised us in that last match. Hopefully he can surprise us again with a quick win over Manic and move on to the next round to take on Adrian Neville.
Well, here we go. The last of the well, you could call it the semi-final matchups of the left side of the brackets. Obviously, the second quarter-final. Matt, you've got to say, Adrian Neville, he might just be one of these people coming under the radar and could win the whole thing.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, you never know. Stranger things can happen.
Go.
I mean, no one really could have foresaw Bobby Hall going all the way like he did in the hardcore title division and winning that hardcore championship tournament.
Completely agree, Matt. Completely agree with that one. A lot of people stunned with Bobby Hall. But, well, Scott Thunder already showing it that he can get the job done. Can he indeed get into the next round?
Yeah, I think Thunder's going to have to show us a little something more tonight and to be able to beat Manic in this round.
And just noticed, on a lighter note, Matt, How much are we spending on these pyros? Every time these are coming out, we seem to be spending an awful lot of money on these pyros.
Well, at least our pyro guy is a little bit better than our production crew was last season.
Well, he's already out. Maybe he's given some. Hopefully, we won't get the bug of the Bisping a little bit later on, as we had some trouble with the hardcore tournament. Remember, hopefully we can go through this just without any hitches. Thunder enter in the ring. We're getting ready for the next competitor, which is Manic.
Yeah, and I see a fan has put down a hashtag Get Ready for the Thunder Kick, as they've been dubbing his stomp that he applied in his last match to take the victory.
Yeah, I have from my notes here, Matt. That isn't actually his finishing move as well. His finishing move is actually a 450 splash. So
maybe he'll keep using that Thunder Kick to knock people out and set up for that 450 splash and make an easy victory for him.
Indeed. And Adrian Neville now knows who he, well, will know after this match who he faces to get a chance into the final. And really, as I said, I know I go on about it, Matt, but this has definitely got match of the tournament contender all over it.
Yeah, I could definitely see one of these guys definitely going after AJZ eventually.
So Manic is in the ring. We are just about to start the second quarter final.
I'm sure AJZ's been sitting back watching all these new talent kind of come in, kind of getting an idea of what he's got looking up the alley coming for him soon. I'm sure with that title, he's got a target on his back looking for everyone coming after him.
Yeah, I completely agree with that one. As Thunder now trying to work over Manic. As I said, we may have built this up too much, but just think, Thunder or Manic will think, get this match out the way, big competitor out the way, and then we've got Adrian Neville in the next round, and then the final. So, as you see yourself, they need to get this match done with. But look at this, Manic on the top rope. I don't know what's happening here. Oh, catches Thunder. What is this? Oh, nice neck breaker off the top. And really, that could be enough. Thunder, who really didn't have anything against him in the first match, may have found himself outclassed by Manic in this one. Can this be enough to put Thunder away? And it does! So there you go, Matt. Manic, Adrian Neville is your final on the left side of the draw.
Yeah, very interesting. I'm kind of shocked that Thunder really didn't show much in that match. I think he might have been worn out from the last match, it looks like. But very good win for Manic, and it'll be a good matchup in the semi-final match between Adrian Neville and Manic.
Yeah, Manic makes quick work. So Thunder, who was really told to give Kofi Kingston a lesson, is now on the receiving end of one of his own. Manic is your winner, and he moves on to the next round. And you've got to say it, Mike, you've got to be impressed with some of these wrestlers now, how quick they are finishing, taking your advice, finishing these matches very, very quickly.
Yeah, got to save that energy. You got to be able to bring it all out in the main event.
Well, coming up next, JP3 and Draco Child, two newcomers as we're talking about. JP3 very impressive in his opening matchup. So let's see what happens in this one.
And Draco was equally impressive with his quick victory of I forget who he fought.
Sorry, JP3. Sorry. Oh, sorry, JP.
Nah, Draco.
Draco. Sorry, he beat Vinny Vago.
Yeah.
Thunder actually beat Bo Dallas in the first round. Sorry, not Kofi Kingston, as I said. So I do apologise. A little bit of a botch there on my part. But JP3 beat Kofi in the first round, and Drago beat Vinny Virgo. So once again, guys, as we're waiting for the competitors, please do, if you haven't already, followed the channel for ourselves here at NSW. Big support for us. Also, if you can follow us on Facebook, if you're not doing it already, please do so. All the links are below the stream, as well as Twitter and our YouTube page. So coming up next, as you see, the fans are sort of getting on the side of JP3. Maybe they were very impressed, Matt, of the first round. And you can see the fans who really weren't too sure when he came out the first time now seem to be getting on his side.
Yeah, I think that last match kind of woke some people up to how good he really can be, and they're starting to see the light and starting to follow and cheer for JP3 to go on and possibly win the TV title tonight.
Well, as JP3 enters the ring, we have got two more matches in the quarter-final draw, and then really we're now into getting to the serious side of the draw, Matt. we closing down to the 4 competitors, and then we will see what your updated predictions will be of who can take this.
Well, I know I still have at least JP3 and on this side that I want to see get through possibly, and DM West on the bottom. I'd like to see both of those two in the semifinal matchup to see who will take on either Adrian Neville or Manic.
And here is his opponent, Draco Child. Very impressive first round, and can he make the Brit? Well, the Brit's having a good night with Adrian Neville on the other side. We could possibly, Matt, if your predictions go wrong, we could see an all-English final.
Be a good night for good old UK.
Yeah, we've still got DM West again from UK as well, so this could be quite interesting. So as Draco enters the ring, we are now ready for the next quarter-final matchup. You've got to say it, man. Just looking over the other side of the draw, Manic and Adrian Neville, 2 high flyers, should be a very interesting match.
Yeah, hopefully like they don't wear each other out to the point where they're in no good shape to be in the semifinal, and hopefully the semifinal will be the match of all the matches and kind of highlight what's happened in this tournament so far.
Yeah, indeed. A lot of quick matches so far, but I'm sure as they get towards the obviously the main side, like obviously the final or semi-finals, we can see obviously I think it'll be a longer matches drawn out. So look at this, into the corner. Sorry, Matt, for cutting you off, I do apologise.
Sorry, this one's starting to pick up here now.
Yeah, nice suplex from Draco Child into the, and again, going behind JP3, he's got to be careful here. Again, maybe JP, after, again, squashing Kofi Kingston in the first round, really taking some of the punishment this time. He isn't obviously used to it, but he will be the fresher of the 2 men.
Yeah, JP3 working over Draco now, starting to put up a good fight.
Oh, 2 3/4, that was nearly over. Draco manages to get out of it here. Look at this. As you say, very hard to pick who's going to win this one. Back and forth. Nice clothesline into the corner. Can Draco hit that move just to get to finish this off? Collision into the corner, but another good slap. Now they're exchanging blows into the corner. And another shot of the knee, and that's JP3. Very impressive, taking the knee out of Draco Child. Gets the cover, gets only 2 though, Matt. And really, JP3 trying to take the knee out, really nothing but good strategy, especially against someone like Draco Child.
Yeah, it seems like he's really trying to ground him and keep the young and smaller of the 2 on the ground.
And look at this, he's going for the leg again. He's already damaged it a couple of times. Could this be... could he really be looking for the submission move? Draco Child desperately trying to get out of it. The fans trying to get behind him. But Draco...
Yeah, he's definitely tweaking that knee and ankle there. He's got it locked in pretty tight.
Yeah, and you've got to say JP3, impressive. He knew what he was doing. Could he be kicking out? But look at this, Draco Child not quitting. Kicking out of it. You've got to see if this has been one of a very impressive matchup so far. And look at this, into the cover here. And could this be enough for Draco Child to qualify for the next round? No, 2. Another near fall.
It's a very high-paced and fast-action match.
Again, Draco Child now dumping JP3 on the top. What's he going to do here? What is this? Oh my goodness! A release off the top. Could Draco Child be setting him up here?
Kick to the face.
Yeah, he's trying to go. He's going to the top. Is he going to do his patented headbutt? No, he got caught! I don't know, the bull hammer from JP3. Oh my goodness, what a way. This is surely the end of the match. Yes, it is. And well, you have to say it, Matt. Impressive. JP3 waited his moment. And there you have it. A smash into the mouth. And JP3 is in the semi-finals.
Yeah, I'm a bit shocked there. I'm kind of wondering if Draco might be okay after that elbow. It looked like it really knocked him completely out. I think they may have to get the stretcher down here to kind of get him out of the ring.
And you have to say, very impressive, but JP3 waited his moment. And you have to say, Draco Child maybe went for that finishing move a little bit too early and got caught, and JP3, Bros in the Hood, represented in the semi-finals.
Yeah, it looks like Draco's going to be okay. He's starting to move over there, so.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We only got one quarter final left, and you have to say, Matt, that was a very impressive matchup between. And I want to see them two at least go again when season 2 starts. So we are ready for the final quarter-final matchup. It is Zack Ryder, DM West. Matt, anything from the chat you've seen during the last match?
Not really. Mostly just chit-chatting back and forth between each other, so.
Well, let's go through then to the next one. Zack Ryder and DM West. As we wait for this next matchup to start. The last quarterfinals, we'll get Matt's opinion of the 4 men will be, which of the 4 men will take the title. As we go forward to Zack Ryder, DM West, the 2 men very impressive in that first round. So, as I say, let's hope, let's get some things from the chat. Let's see what the chat thinks about this. The NSW app. Will Ryder continue? Will the Ryder revolution continue on? Or will DM West get into the semi-finals?
Well, it seems like DM West is kind of building his own following now. A lot of people in the chat are starting to say, let's go DM West and let's go West. And
well, we've already seen Zack very impressive over Bisping, but it's going to be a different kettle of fish, I think, this time round. Again, if you're new to us tonight, thank you very much for joining us. Please do follow the channel as always, and if below the stream, please do follow all the links there as well. We'll give new people a shout out all the time here in NSW, and we are ready for DM West, Matt.
yeah, and here comes pretty much, I would say, the dark horse in the competition that I could see possibly going on to win this TV title and possibly giving AJZ a run for his money.
Well, of course, AJZ NXT title holder. At the moment, we'll be watching definitely all these competitors. Some very impressive so far here tonight. And as I say, a JP3 who just beat up a Draco Child in that last match. Ready to see who we'll be facing in the semi-finals.
Yeah, I'm sure JP3 is sitting back there getting ready to scout this match and determine where he's going to find the weakness in one of these athletes and take down them to move on to the semifinals to see who he's going to take on for the title.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your final quarter-final matchup, Zack Ryder and DM West. We are underway. And listen to this, Matt. Let's go Ryder chance. Zack Ryder, big fan favourite here.
Yeah, it's pretty shocking that in the arena they're rooting for Ryder, but on the chat they're looking to go for DM West. Seems like we have a split between the fans in the arena and the chat.
Yeah, thank you very much again for all your comments coming through tonight. I'm sorry we can't get to them, all of them, but as I say, you make this show just as much as we do, and the wrestlers do as well. And Zack here, look at this, Zack Ryder, nice reversal, nice swinging neck breaker. Can he capitalise here? Can this be an early victory for Zack Ryder? Just a 1 though, he's not going to beat him surely with a neck breaker like that.
I think DM West kind of finished off his match pretty quick. I think he's got a lot of energy in this match. So hopefully he can start turning around and kind of get the ball rolling in his direction and win this match.
And look at this. He's again trying to go for that combination, but again, well scouted by Zack Ryder. Maybe seen that a couple of times in the last match from DM West. And look at this. Ryder has him up. This is what put rid of Bisping in the last one. Can Ryder be possibly upsetting the odds, moving on to the next round? Into the cover. One. Oh no, he's not going to beat DM West that easily. But he might beat him with a rough Ryder. Surely that's it. Zack Ryder is advancing to the next round. This is crazy stuff. Into the cover, hooks the leg. Zack Ryder is in to the semi-finals.
Wow, very impressive win from Zack Ryder. Did not see that coming.
Unbelievable. And is that true? We're hearing rumours, Matt, backstage that JP3 attacked Dion West before the match.
Yeah.
Can someone actually tell me if that's true? Well, if that is true, I understand why Dion West just did not get out of the blocks there. But Zack Ryder, well, a big win for him.
Yeah, there must have been a little confrontation on the JP3's way back to the dressing room when they passed each other in the hallways.
Well, I am actually hearing in my earphones now. It is true. DM West was attacked, blindsided before he's just about to come. So give him credit for even coming out. Oh,
Yeah,
that is crazy.
good way of trying to hide it from Zack. No one really kind of noticed it at first, but once the match got going, you kind of see that there was something not right.
Well, there you go. Matt, we are down to the final four. Adrian Neville, Manic, JP3, Zack Ryder, who now you have to pick one person, Matt, out of the four, who's going to win it?
Gonna have to go with Neville. He's been surprising me. I mean, I really did not see him getting past Jessa in the first round, and then he really surprised me there, and then the shocking win over Joe Disney. So I think Neville might be the one to go with in this side of the bracket.
Let's go through the chat. If you're in our NSW app tonight on the chat, tell us who of the four men on the screen, who you want to win. We'll give a quick poll as well. Tell us who you think is going to win this. It's Adrian Neville, Manic, JP3, Zack Ryder. Just before we start the semi-finals, Matt, let's just go through what's coming up as NSW. Well, the new season is upon us in just 13 days. Myself and you will be going through Raw on Mondays nights. Looking forward to season 2?
Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens on Raw, and more looking forward to what I can do on SmackDown. Hopefully, I can win myself a title and become a champion.
And everyone remembers, Matt, from WrestleMania, yourself in that amazing 6-man elimination chamber, which is Zadlan taking the title off fellow Heyman guy. Rumours going around though, Matt, you and Paul Heyman having a bit of a fallout. Is that true?
Not really a fallout, just kind of a different direction on where my career should be going, and I think he might be more of a kind of backstage kind of help than more out on the floor with me on the arena.
Well, we will see as we coming up. Remember, we have a new show coming up as well. Main event will take off from Superstars midweek. Superstars will be moving, obviously, to our pre-show for our pay-per-views, which happens on the Sundays. Matt, let's move on to the semi-finals. We're just having a quick look through what people are saying in the chat. A mixture, really, between Manic and JP3.
Yeah, and I see a couple of Neville's the real British future, so it seems like nobody really is going in the side of DM West right now.
Well, let's go then. This is going to be the semi-final matchup. The first semi-final matchup. It is Adrian Neville and Manic. Let's go. Well, you've got to say, if this is rumours about JP3 are true, about what he did to DM West, you have to say he's trying to win at all costs.
Yeah, it looks like he may be in the process of looking for maybe management too.
Yeah, indeed, it's all about making a statement, but maybe just making a statement going a little bit too far.
But maybe that's what you need to do here in NXT to kind of get yourself above everybody else, is that make that statement to show that you're hungry enough and willing to go and get what you need.
Yeah, Adrian Neville for the third time tonight coming out. Very impressive so far, beating Jess and also beating Joe Disney. Going to be, you have to say, 2 matches. Would you say he's even got anywhere near his best so far tonight?
No, I think there's more that we're going to see out of Adrian Neville tonight. I think him and Manic are really going to tear it down tonight in this matchup, and I think this might be the match to watch in this tournament.
And again, Matt, talking about high flyers, these two big high flyers.
Yeah, I see this going all over the place. I think it's going to be very high-paced and fast action, and hopefully it'll go a little longer than the past 2 matches.
Well, a lot of just going back to the chat, Matt, a lot of people saying what JP3 did, they would do themselves. As I said, it's winner really takes all in this tournament, and anything to get yourself ahead in the game. So as you say, a lot of fan support for JP3.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are starting to see JP3 for what he could be, and hopefully it doesn't go to his head.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the first semi-final matchup in the tournament, and I have to say again, if these two go to their full potential, Matt, could be again another match of the night contender.
Yeah, most definitely. These guys are two high flyers that I think are going to really light up the ring tonight.
And look at this, Neville, vicious shins to the head, then the kick to the head. Manic's really not having any of that, trying to get back into this. But a big thing for the final. The final is in the grasp of these competitors. Really, one mistake, one bit of luck, and you're there, Matt. You're in the final.
Yeah, this is the one to really work hard to get that victory. So I think they're going to pull out all the stops in this match.
Look at this, Neville in to pulling Manic away. Can he be advancing to the final? Are we going to have a really quick semi-final here? And he kicks out at 2. Manic still in this. And look at this, Manic catches Adrian Neville. Is that enough to put him away? Yes, it is. He got him.
Yeah, very quick, very instinctual of Manic to quick go for that roll up there.
And Manic is in the final again. Manic, against all odds, has made another tournament final. You have to call him, Matt. Manic is really, when it comes to these tournaments, should you really bet against him?
No, I think he's kind of the shocker, and it was surprising to see him use the old Jess Fruit roll up there.
And Matt, you've got to say, caught Neville off guard. You have to say, for Adrian Neville, you've got to be bitterly disappointed beaten in that manner in the semi-final.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, it's going to be a good semi-final, maybe Manic versus JP3.
Well, there we go. The first semi-final is over, ladies and gentlemen. Manic is in the final. Well, there you go. Matt, you've got to say, what about this tournament so far? Full of surprises. But really...
Yeah, I thought we'd see a lot more newcomers going a long way, but it seems Manic is the one to beat in this tournament.
And who will he face? It's JP3 and Zack Ryder. JP3, very impressive, I think, but we've got to say, what he did, if he did do anything at DM, was very, very controversial. But let's go. The second semi-final matchup. Just to run down, JP3 beat Kofi, and then in the next round beat Draco Child. Zack beat Oliver Bisping, and then beat DM West to get to this stage. So here we go. NXT Arena really waiting for this, and Matt, you've got to say, JP3, a lot of the fans are really on the side of JP3 in this one.
Yeah, a lot of people want to see him kind of come out the victor in this one. He's starting to build quite a following.
And a lot of people, I am saying really that Zack Ryder just a bit shocked of how he's even got this far.
Yeah, I kind of see that maybe JP3 is going to come out here and put a quick move on Zack Ryder and end it quickly.
Okay.
I don't see Zack Ryder having much left in him.
Or can Zack Ryder go against everything and pick up the win?
Very possible.
You never know about this
Shocking.
tournament so far.
Yep, shocking things have occurred before, so.
And here we go for the third time tonight. Is it going to be the last time we see him tonight, or is JP3 going to do exactly what Matt thinks he's going to do and roll on to the final? We will find out. Your semi-final, the second semi-final matchup is coming up, and JP3 makes his way to the ring. And well, the underdog, I have to say, Matt, the underdog, despite really the wrestling experience is that Ryder, a lot of people putting him as the underdog, is just one more match away from the final.
Yeah, could shock everybody, and we could see Zack Ryder as our first ever NXT TV champion.
So here we go. This is going to be to face Manic in the final. Manic, just a quick word on Manic, Matt. Manik has been to the final before. Is he going to be worried that it's going to be what happened the last time when he got the final and lost to AJ in the final? He's now got a chance to put it right. But will that be in the back of his mind?
It's very possible, and it'd be very interesting to see who comes out the winner in this match, because they'll definitely be going down in the NXT history books as the first ever TV champion.
Yeah, indeed. Look at this. Zack Ryder, very impressive early on. Maybe he's got to think, he's got to go fast out the blocks here to get to put JP3 away. And you've got to say it, Zack Ryder, look at this, into the abdominal stretch here. And JP3, unbelievably in trouble here. He doesn't look himself coming into this one.
Yeah, I think he was kind of thrown off by Zack Ryder at first, and hopefully he can kind of get out of this move and get back on the winning track and find a way to beat Zack Ryder.
Yeah, indeed. What? I've just been told again before the match. DM West, is that true? Really? DM West has been taken away by the cops after trying to attack JP3 before the match. He tried to hit him with a lead pipe, and apparently he was stopped, and he's been taken away. This is unbelievable developments backstage.
Yeah, gonna have to get tighter security back there to kind of keep these wrestlers apart.
And look at this,
You
out
never
of
know who's
nowhere.
gonna.
Sorry for cutting you off, Matt, but JP3 is in the final.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of saw that coming, so very good win for him.
And JP3 again showing his versatility with these finishing maneuvers, puts Zack Ryder away, and there you go. We have our final, ladies and gentlemen. It is JP3 and Manik, and that is coming up next. With shocking developments backstage, Matt. DM West taken away by the cops due to trying to attack JP3. It looks like we have a rivalry on our hands.
Yeah, it looks like season 2 might be already starting to boil over here at the tournament. Everyone getting ready to gear up for season 2, and rivalries are starting to form, and everyone wanting to go for that title belt.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. A big win for JP3. It is time for the final. Well, I'm shocked at some of the things we've seen here tonight. Some of the attacks backstage, especially. It seems like the right-hand side of the draw has been very against each other. But here we go. Championship decider. Manik again in a final. This time against JP3. Pick a winner, Matt.
I'm gonna have to go with JP3. He's looked pretty impressive.
And let's see what just before we get a bit more analysis from you, Matt, let's see what the chat say. Chat, tell us what you think. Do you think Manik or JP3? And before we start the final, we'll see what you say. Sorry, Matt, I did cut you off there. I do apologise. Give us what you were just about to say there.
I think the ruthless aggression of JP3 is going to really take him to the title championship, or to the championship tonight. So Manik better watch out, and he better be on his P's and Q's and be ready to run around and kind of stick and move and attack JP3 as fast as he can, because once JP3 gets a hold of him, I think it might be lights out for him.
Well, here we go. We've had this is the fourth match for both men here tonight. The NXT arena has seen all the competitors. We've went through all the matches. It's down to this. Manik, JP3 in the final. Let's go. And just as we said, we asked for the chat what they thought. A lot of people going for Manik for this one. So a lot of people actually now going against you, Matt.
It's always good to see the chat trying to go against me and see which one's going to come out the winner.
Well, you have to say, whatever JP3's motivation, you have to say he has been very impressive for his debut here in NXT. And tonight, could he be leaving? Could Bros in the Hood be a little bit of a rival for the Disney Alliance if they get to get the TV title here?
Yeah, I mean, you would think whoever wins this TV title would have to be at least considered in the #1 contender spot for the title.
Well, we are just about ready. The backstage competitors, we're obviously giving the competitors a little bit more than time just to get ready for the final. Let's see what happens in this one. So, Matt, let's just talk about a few things just while we go through here. What we've seen tonight so far. in the people that aren't in the final, who's impressed you?
Thunder was a very impressive win. I mean, I didn't see him. I thought he might get a little bit further, but he definitely did surprise me with his victory. And I'd have to say JP3 has just been the standout so far with his ruthless aggression in these past 2 victories and how he's taken out people really quick.
Well, we are just about ready for the finals here. As I say, we're just waiting for the competitors to get ready. And obviously so much going backstage tonight as well, Matt. You have to say this has been one crazy night in the land of NXT.
Yeah, be very interesting to see how this final match turns out.
As I say, just while we are waiting, Matt, just let everybody go through here. How do you think the tournament overall has been a success?
Yeah, it's definitely been an interesting tournament to say the least. I mean, there's been some kind of upsets and some not so kind of upsets.
Well, just as we wait for the final, guys, that is what we would like you to watch. Obviously, we've got Superstars is now moving to Sunday nights. We would love it if you could join us and tell everyone about us in the good old NSW universe. We are waiting, obviously, for the competitors. We're giving them a bit more time than usual. They've had a very hard time. We're going to despite being a tournament, we're not ruthless enough to at least give them a chance here, and at least give them a little bit of a breather. Just to let everyone know what shows we do have here on Non-Stop Wrestling. And also, Matt, big news for the NSS, the NSS network. We have just signed an agreement to show basketball, the EuroLeague, on Tuesday evenings.
It'll be very interesting to see how basketball can fold into this kind of grouping.
And so you've got to see, we have to thank the NSS network for taking on NSW. Of course, we are a part of the that network. We appreciate from them showing all our shows. So more than much love to them. And again, basketball could be a big major improvement, and especially if it brings the viewers in, could mean more viewers for us, and it could only mean bigger and better things.
Yeah, more the merrier. I mean, the bigger and better we can get, the better.
And remember, we do have the 4 shows and the pay-per-views, Matt, from Non-Stop Wrestling have always been a raving success as well. As you see, look at the fans in tonight. Wouldn't it be great if, as you see, many of the new superstars coming in, it can only be big times ahead coming for Non-Stop Wrestling.
Yeah, it's going to be a definitely good season for a lot of new people to show up and a lot of new stars to kind of prosper, and hopefully we'll see some new champions.
Yeah, a lot of things yourself. We're talking about you on SmackDown. Looking forward to season 2 for SmackDown when it starts in just a few weeks.
Yep, can't wait.
And I heard, Matt, I don't know if you can tell us, but we're hearing that could be some surprise from you on episode 1. Care to see anything, or we're going to just have to wait till SmackDown starts? SmackDown for this little surprise.
I think we should leave it as a surprise and kind of roll off with a bang.
We will see. We will see us again. Thanks, guys. If you are here new tonight, thanks for joining us. By the way, as I see, we're just trying to plug our shows quickly just before, obviously, we get the championship match in. Please do follow the channel. Do follow us on all the things, Twitter, Facebook as well, to keep up to date. And obviously, if anything from last night's going to go by, you'll want to keep up to date with everything that goes on in NSW over the next coming months as well. Twitter especially has been very busy over the last, especially 24 hours after what's happened with Morgan Wolf. So here we go. We are ready, ladies and gentlemen. Our competitors are coming out. Manic is about to come out. Let's go and get ready for the final.
Should be a very good match. I mean, the two are really good competitors, and it should be a pretty high-paced and fast action.
I do believe, Matt, the reason for the delay is apparently commotion going on at the back. JP3 has been surrounded by a few wrestlers about the action he did with DM West, and this is why we've had to wait a little while for the final. It's stunning scenes again.
It seems that people weren't happy with the way he kind of took it into his own hands to kind of knock DM West down and not give him the opportunity to show what he can do in that match. And maybe he was kind of worried about having to face DM West.
Well, if this is the case, and could you imagine if JP3 wins this, he is going to have a lot of people gunning for him coming into Season 2.
Yeah, he might be trying to rival AJZ as the heel for NXT next season, this coming up season.
Yeah, indeed. And well, fans have sorted it. Been a bit of a mixed reaction here. We were talking about it before, but it looks like maybe the fans have decided, have heard rumours going round. Stunning stuff, Matt.
Yeah, well, you know, there are some fans that, you know, want to see good guys do good, and some people that really like to see the bad guys get their way, and sometimes, you know, it all varies on people.
So here we go. This is the final. It is for the tournament to win it all, to win the TV title, the first ever TV title. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The TV title, the referee has it in hands. One of these two men are going to take it home here tonight. A beautiful title just made over the last few weeks as we were planning for this to be happening. Matt, is it still JP3's night?
I believe so.
Even after everything backstage?
Yep, I believe that's why he's doing what he needs to do to make a name for himself, and I think holding on to be the first ever TV champion here in NXT will definitely give him that status that he needs.
So here we go. So here we go for the final, and JP3 starting up with Manic. Again, trying to do the pace. Look, JP3 seems to be on form here early on. Maybe what happened backstage has really got him going here. And could we be seeing a very quick final from JP3? Look at this. This is the patented shots to the face. And Matt, you've got to see Manic has got to try and get out of this quickly.
And he's going to start using some speed, but he's not being able to get away from JP3 so far.
Oh my goodness, what a spine buster. JP3 could be on the verge. He has been not really let Manic get out of the blocks here. Into the cover, hook of the leg. One. Oh, and Manic kicks out, still in this. Unbelievable, this is crazy thing so far. JP3 just looks absolutely on fire in this one. And look at this, really bit of cockiness there. 2, oh, and just think if he had not been cocky there, he might have got the 3.
Yeah, if he would have just quick went for that pin. But he's been all over Manic since this match started, so I don't know. Manic's able to get out of the blocks and be able to start any kind of momentum in this match. Might be all JP3.
Yeah, another knee into the midsection. Is this enough to put Manic away? No, Manic again. Man, I hate to say this, but Manic seems to be like Bobby Hall. He's took all the punishment, and Bobby Hall still come out to win. Look at this! Oh my goodness! 2 near the rope, so that could have easily been the biggest break for JP3 in here. And JP3,
yeah, I think the ropes really saved him.
Yeah, JP3 trying to be again too cocky. You can't do that to Manic. And maybe we're talking before, Manic's got these pre-jitters. Oh! Just as I
There's
say
that knockout DDT.
Again, this could be it. Have we got a new television title holder? 1, 2, he kicked out. Oh my goodness.
Very resilient by Manic there to kick out of that move.
And again, JP3 all over Manic. Manic, surely it can't be a second final by defeat. But JP3, I am so impressed. Knee to the face again. It's only a matter of time, Matt, surely.
Yeah, he's definitely shown that he's got the skills to hold this title, and he's taking it to Manic at every stop. And I don't think Manic's ever got really out of the blocks to start this matchup. And
oh my goodness,
looks like it's all JP3 here.
He's going for that patented bullhammer. He's getting him up. There it is. Manic
knocked him out.
That is it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new TV title holder. Into the cover, hook of the leg. Whoa!
Oh, Manic kicks out.
And shades of Bobby, a second knockout DDT. JP3 is probably thinking, what do I have to do? Drop kick to the face.
I think we're now seeing that ruthless aggression side of him that I was talking about. Looks like he's getting really pissed off that he couldn't get the win right there on Manic. He wanted to make it look kind of quick and easy, but Manic's not having it.
Yeah, and you can hear the fans are starting to get behind Manic here. Manic is finally starting to get some offense in. And maybe JP3, its frustration might be the part on JP3. Manic knows what to do in these kind of situations. He's been to the final before. Maybe he's learned, but he's took a lot of punishment. Well, what can you say, mate? You've got to give credit to both men so far in this final.
Yeah, it's definitely come out to be the final that we've all looking forward to seeing.
Oh, and again,
Very competitive.
Manic too near to the ropes, and again another big break for JP3, and JP3 setting up, goes to the cover. Can he get the win? No, another 2 count, another near fall, and there's that kick to the knee again. We've seen it a few times, and a third knockout DDT. My goodness, this is crazy stuff. And a lovely set of elbow drops. JP3 is, you've got to be thinking, what do I have to do here?
I think he's just enjoying punishing Manic now.
Yeah,
But it's coming back to bite him though. Manic's starting to build a comeback here.
yeah, another hip toss. Can this be enough to put JP3 away? 2, no, a kick out by
No.
JP3. My goodness, back and forth. Manic, set them up. The gut buster. We've
That
seen
could be
this
it.
with Manic before. Has this? What a turnaround this would be to win the final. He's done it.
Surprise upset.
Manic, after taking so much punishment, has done the impossible and has come back, and we have a new NXT TV title holder, and he is Manic.
Oh, I'm sure JP3 is not going to be happy about losing this match, and I feel bad for Manic in the future when JP3 gets a hold of him in season 1 or season 2.
Well, there you go, man. But you've got to say, Manic held on, he took so much punishment, and then the gut buster to win the match. It is all over. We have a new title holder here in NXT. He is Manic, and well, just look at what it means to him.
Hey, it looks like he's proud to hold that title and be the first one to ever be the first ever NXT TV champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, season 2 is indeed going to start with Manic as a title holder. Who would have thought? And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the TV tournament is Manic, and he will go into season 2 with the title. And you've got to see, Matt, a fantastic end to a fantastic tournament.
Yeah, it's very exciting, very just all out action throughout the whole entire tournament.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It is all over. Manic is your champion. He is crowned the new TV title champion. Let's just finish off with this, Matt. Manic now has a target on his back, but on the other hand, JP3 has not made any friends here tonight either.
It's going to be interesting to see how season 2 kind of kicks off with the rivalry that's been building between JP3 and DM West tonight, and possibly even Manic getting thrown into the mix there.
Indeed, you're going to have to. You think that surely a rematch after that exciting final is on the cards, and well, NXT has got so much to look forward to going into season 2.
It's definitely going to be an interesting season this year in NXT.
And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The tournament is over. Congratulations to the champion, Manic. From myself, Dave, Easton and Matt Rhoads, we say join us in 13 nights for Raw when season 2 kicks off. Matt, say goodbye to the fans.
We'll see you next time, fans.
And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, like, subscribe, everything like that. If you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, give us a like, especially for the video. Tell us about the tournament. Tell us what you think about season 2. Join us on Twitter and everything like that. We will be back for season 2, 13 nights. We'll see you then. Goodbye for now.